first. This bout is scheduled. Not too many. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Why weren't they more cautious? Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Lucky that hook didn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side.
10-9 me that round. That's all we're going to do. TBH. I mean, he heard him. That's I heard Mayweather. Mayweather's 100 overall. This is a 96 Mcgregor. So
keep doing what you've just been
Loki
doing, because
cookie.
you won that hands down.
Big body shots.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook doesn't score. Nobody home with that hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punchers are the best.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that. There's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
You have got long arms, you know they're bigger fighter. You've got to keep them out there, because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that endless shot power.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that's back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter shot. A swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? The stamina is off the charts. This has been, and the boss has been dropped. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Get up, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Didn't land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down.
Time for the 5th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Punch, counter punch. And the myth has been knocked down. How about that technique on that headshot?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
There's a counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fight has a real good flow to it. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a huge... Here we go in the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Swing and a miss with that hook. And he scores with the counter. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Yes, Mcgregor hurt against the ropes. Look at the finish him.
So close, so
Floyd
close.
Mayweather, best fights you'll ever see.
Tonight for the judges.
Oh, he's gonna take me out right about here.
Only catching air with that hook. That hook just can't find the target.
Ooh.
Shot lands. And down goes the myth. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your glove.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear, and he'll start timing.
Come on, you want to win this fight? Right. Don't worry about that one.
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Good counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter shot. It's bombs away. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Got out of the way, that right hook. That hook won't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Catch and shoot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? His stamina is off the charts. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Incredible work rate. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Now you start one. There's the bell to start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They exchange punches. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Big whiff with the right hook. Counter punch caught him clean. Both men step back for just a moment. Looking to land the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
You were smart, you weren't loading up.
And here comes the 10th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Missing with the hook. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
Just the same again.
Here's the 11. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Holding nothing back here in the round. His stamina is off the charts. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Well done with that tap. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You've heard the old... And there's the bell to start round 12. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The only fear you have with this fighter, and the myth goes down to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow?